Most people know Leo Gregory as the actor, the face from the iconic British films, the Stone Island culture, the tough guy image. But that's only part of the story. Today we're sitting down with Leo Gregory to uncover the stories that shaped him and the moments nobody gets to see. This is KLEKT Faces and this is Leo's story. Okay, first question, jumping straight into it.
Yeah.
Your house is on fire.
I'm on fire, literally. I just want you lot to know, if you see me melting, it's because it's literally 35 degrees. Don't know whose great idea this was.
It's me. House on fire, what's one pair you're saving?
One pair I'm saving?
Yeah.
Ooh.
One pair.
That's a good one.
It's got to be here. They're all aligned at the front door and you got to pick one.
That's sneaky. That's a moody one. Okay, so I would say those because they are banging. I would say the Jordans because they are originals from like 20 plus years ago. However, just based on fun nights out and general life experiences, I would have to go for Have a Nice Day.
Why that one in particular? What's the meaning behind it?
The meaning, I mean, again, as we go on, we'll learn. There's kind of me, the Londoner, and me, the football man. But the AM1 has a special place in my heart. The Have a Nice Day is a particularly cool drop that they did. You know, even down to the smiley face Nike tick badge there. I think it's very apt, and on the heel is very apt for Ibiza. Yeah. And I like the colours. Yeah. And they've got a lot of comments, and they've had a lot of good nights.
Oh, have they?
Yes, they have.
Any nights that we can mention on camera?
Absolutely fucking not.
Where were you when you first got these? Were they a gift? Was it?
Those were traditional. Obviously, I get given a lot of bits, and you'll work that out as we go 100%. Along. But equally, you know, I do buy them as everyone else did. So those I got from the site.
Wicked.
Listen, can we just have a quick pause? Yeah. Can you see?
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
It's this shirt. I might even have to do it.
Right, we're back. We had to take a quick little break. As you can see, the house was on fire and Leo had to go and get changed, so...
Literally on fire.
Jumping back to, obviously, this pair here.
Yes.
What do they remind you of?
As I sort of alluded to, I'll be honest with you, they remind me of DC-10, they remind me of Amnesia. That's a good one, remind me of Amnesia. And as I say, I mean, literally, it's a trainer that has nothing but good memories, good vibes. It has danced some miles.
Actually, well, you can see, look, you got the marks.
Oh yeah,
they've seen some marks.
No, they have. They've done parties. They've done after parties. They've done the lot. Yeah. Haven't been in the gym though, weirdly.
That's all right. Well, you look good.
No, I have. They haven't.
Oh. So moving on to, let's touch back to obviously the Jordan 4s. You mentioned that they're 20 years old.
Yes.
Where and when did you get these and how far have they travelled with you? Because obviously you do a lot of moving around with obviously your job, filming, different locations, you know, shoes probably quite a big thing in your rotation. So what's the mileage on them bad boys? Okay,
well, it's funny that you should say that, as in what's the mileage for them. From memory, they were bought in about, I want to say that pair would have been bought around 2004, 5, something like that.
So 21 years.
And I believe I got them in New Zealand.
Oh, wow.
So you want to say some mileage?
Okay.
There's not much more mileage that you can go from the UK than to get a pair of trainers. So yeah, and there's another couple of pairs which you might meet later in another country.
Coming soon.
Which I also got on that trip. But yeah, so they've literally come from officially the other side of the world. Yeah, man.
Are you a man that keeps the box, or do you get rid of the box? Because obviously you mentioned there were 3 versions of sneakerheads, you want to call it. There's 3 different types. What are they, in your opinion?
Okay, so yeah, I mean, the way I break it down, sneakerheads goes into, as you say, 3 categories. You've got your ones who keep them in plastic like a piece of art.
Yeah.
You've got your ones who keep them in plastic because they might want to resell them one day. Yeah. And you've got your ones like me, that just like cool shit, so wear them. So like, yeah. So in terms of boxes, I will have the boxes. Whether the original box for that is in London or Italy or downstairs, I couldn't tell you. But what I do know is the trainer's right there.
I think for me,
20 years old. For them to be in that condition is like, it's hard to come by now. Still wearable as well.
Still wearable. Has the sort of, dare I say it, vintage-esque wear and tear to where on close inspection you can see that they're old.
100%.
But as you say, I could wear them out tonight, no problems.
100%. That's what we want.
I would maybe do that.
Well, okay. To the England game.
Yeah, well, maybe not that one.
What's the biggest experience you've had with one of these trainers? Biggest like moment in your life that stands out for you? So for example, like you could pull up a trainer for your wedding day. It's like that. But like whether that comes in film, fashion or football heritage, which one would you say?
Okay, so I mean, look, if we're talking about heritage, and you know, as much as I break myself down into, there's me, the Londoner, and there's me, the Brit, for want of a better phrase. So if we're talking heritage, I can't, as a Brit, look too far past your trim trabs and your Adidas in general.
Yeah.
So these would be very cool in as much of a recent story. So I was in Florence, a week and a half ago, something like that. There's an event that they have there twice a year called Pity, which is for men's fashion. So they have autumn, winter, spring, summer. So I was just there with the brand Weekend Defender. I had a particularly cool little Weekend Defender blue on blue twin set, and I had the trim trabs. And we essentially walked into the event, and I had a bunch of guys behind me on the Lambrettas and the Vespers and that.
Yeah.
Proper chaps.
Proper Italian, yeah.
No, they were beyond that. They were proper chaps from Florence. You know, proper chaps. So I had them behind me. So just as it was a really recent thing, it's not every day you walk down the street in Italy with a small army of scooters behind you. Yeah.
One last question before we lead on to obviously your personality, and as people might know you for your Stone Island quote unquote culture. What's one pair that you would not sell? Can't go. Because of the story.
Do you know
What it holds for you.
Look, to be honest with you, I mean, if there was one pair sat in front of us that I could not sell, being that those two are my British heritage, being that probably the Air Max, and let's not get onto 95s, but the Air Max is the London in me, the Adidas is the Brit in me. I would probably save the Jordan because they're the oldest and the most vintage and travelled the furthest, you know. They travelled far to be with me, so they might as well put up a fight to stay with me.
Jordan 4 wins. Okay, so I know we've touched on quite a lot of the sneakers, but I want to know about Leo Gregory. We've touched on your London boy. You obviously grew up from Wales. You've bounced around a lot, but...
Literally dropped off in Wales, I just want to make that clear. I was literally dropped off in Wales, then I was on the south coast of England, and then from, 10, 11, South London, Camberwell, Stockwell. After that, bit in Chelsea. After that, down to Oval, then Stockwell, then Fulham. Then I was in the West End. Now I'm off the Holloway Road. I can see the Emirates out my window.
We won't touch about that. Anyway. What do they not know about you?
Who?
You. Leo Gregory. You're known for...
What do people not know?
Yeah. Well, you're known for Green Street. You're known for being this hustle and bustle type of figure. But who is Leo Gregory? Off camera.
Depends, you know. I think maybe, I'll be honest, I think, look, even down to these trainers, it's probably going to get deep, even down to these trainers and even down to me becoming an actor. So I never went to drama school, never trained, never had any family in the business or any of that stuff. And I think it all probably stems from the same thing, which is, what makes me is that I can be many different people. And I'm not talking about with a script and an accent. I'm talking about I've always, but you could stick me at a table of quote unquote, for want of a better phrase, posh people, and I feel like I'd be able to hold my own. You can put me in the hood at stupid o'clock and and I'll manoeuvre and I'll be all right. You can put me over here, you can put me over there. So I guess what I'm trying to maybe get to is, I guess if I just do one thing, I'm gonna get bored of it.
Okay. Yeah.
So, one day I'll wake up and all I want to listen to is this kind of music and move in this kind of way and crowd. Yeah. And another day it might be all about thousands of people, footballs and concerts. Another day I might want to take myself up to the north of the island and just chill on a beach. Not like a hip, but you know what I mean? Like, and be a bit more earthy.
Some switch time.
Be a bit more earthy. Yeah. So yeah, I guess trainers, why I'm an actor, and ultimately your question, tell people something they don't know. Yeah. I think people who know me from one world think that's exactly that. People that maybe know me from another think that, and I think those that maybe know me well know that it's a broad spectrum, if that makes sense.
100%.
All right, cool.
Touching on your acting, studied in London for acting.
I've never studied.
Have you not?
I've never studied.
Have you not? You've just jumped straight in?
Yeah, I got into it.
So that's your background then, you jumped straight in?
Yeah, literally, I got into it when I was, I want to say around 11, 12.
Wow. Okay.
I was spotted. Basically, someone was casting an American miniseries. I don't know if you know, if you ever used to drive up the motorway, you'd see these books in the petrol stations, Danielle Steele, these novels.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they did a mini-series of this Danielle Steele book, and I guess I looked like a younger version of one of the characters, and they needed to cast him as a kid. Did an audition, American accent.
Nice.
Got it. Flew to Luxembourg and France and Germany. I was just like, yeah, this is wicked. And then had a fucking amazing time. Everyone looks after you, super sweet. And then I'd come home and I'd get this big old check. And I was like, here, mum, have some money and, or whatever, fell in love with it. But yeah, never trained. As I was sort of saying, I think it was sort of part my life experiences.
Yeah. Rumour has it you were kicked out of school when you were younger. Is this true? Can you confirm this statement?
Yeah, I can fully confirm that statement.
So there's always been a bit of that rough boy in you from when you were younger?
Misunderstood, darling. Rough boy, I don't know, not necessarily that, but I know what you're saying. Yeah. I would say more cheeky chappy, more, I was that kid, you got the super sporty crowd, but that's all they know. Yeah. You've got the nerdy crowd, and you got the naughty crowd. Yeah. I always navigated, whether it's because I felt that had more personality, more colour, more excitement, more danger, subconsciously, who knows? But I always gravitated to that crowd. As a young kid, I like to make the other pupils laugh. So, when you're a young kid, having a stand-up argument with the teacher and being funny and everyone's laughing, but you're thrown out the class. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't, I wasn't, like, it's not like I was in gangs or dealing with that side of things. But yeah, definitely a little bit of a cheeky chappy.
What was the shoe you wore growing up? Because obviously when I grew up, it was Air Force Ones, it was your Vans, old schools. Obviously, I wasn't in the DC era because I'm only 24 myself. So
I'll tell you this, and this was, I don't know if it's still as prevalent these days, but it was super prevalent when I was a youngster. Certainly in the 80s, I'd say in the 90s it was prevalent as well, maybe even the noughties. So, my mum's amazing, always worked super hard, but there was a period in our, and I've got triplet brothers.
Okay, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, triplet brothers,
nice.
They're younger than me. Good lads, good looking boys, all doing well in their various careers. Anyway, I'll tell you one quick story. This is quite a whatever, but I'll tell you a quick story. Right,
it's good.
was very young, and at my school, we had this, I don't know if you used to do it at your school, but you'd have Harvest Day.
Yes.
And on Harvest Day, you had to go into school and you had to take something to put in the thing or whatever.
Yeah.
So, you know, whatever it may be, some pasta, some bit, you know, whatever it is, da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
I remember waking up this morning and I was like, oh, shit. I didn't have anything. And I ran to my nan and granny's house and I got some, like a bag of whatever it was, lentils or something.
Okay, yeah.
And I, boom, got to school, I was like, sweet, yeah, got something, boom, dropped it down. And then, anyway, whatever, went about my day. That night, I remember I was sitting with my mum in the kitchen in the house and the knock on the door.
Yeah.
And then the vicar's come in and I'm going, what are you doing here? I'm thinking, what are you doing here? And I'm like, what are you carrying? He's got like a little hamper thing.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm just joining the dots of what's happening. And he sort of whisked off the thing on the hamper and I was like, you know, there's my bag of lentils in there that I ran round the corner. I was like, I needn't have bloody bothered, had I? Could have saved myself the journey. Anyway, look, point of the story is, that is a lead up to say that when I was a kid, and this is the bit that's maybe not so prevalent, when I was a kid, if you had the Dunlop, if you had some, dare I say it, you people ain't gonna know, high-techs or anything like this, it was fair game. It was like you were up for ridicule. You might get beaten up, you might get, certainly you were having better days in your life. So, when I was a kid, a pair of trainers, it's not like nowadays where everyone's sort of got multiple pairs of trainers. Beyond the sort of, not the superficial, because, you know, fashion is superficial, but it's also not. Beyond the, these make me feel good, therefore I am good, which isn't superficial in a way. Beyond that, it gave you some status. It made you not be the point of ridicule. It made you not have to punch somebody in the face because they're taking the piss out of you, you know. So it really changed your life. So back then, I can't stress the importance. So in terms of what would have been my first pair of trainers like that.
So I know we've got an Air Force One down here, haven't we? The all white classics, but I was an all black man. Okay, so yeah, Air Force Ones, okay, they came in later in my journey.
Okay. Make sure to grab your pair of all-white Air Force Ones over on KLEKT.com. And don't forget to use the discount code BTS10 at checkout to save yourself 10% off everything. Now let's jump back into the action with Leo.
Right, everyone, listen, I think you can see that I'm melting. As I said, it's 35 degrees. What you may not see is his t-shirt starting to stick to him, and I think he was about to take it off, and we don't need that, so I'm going to take them down to the water.
Let's go. We've spoken about the football, we've spoken about the sneakers, but what are we wearing here? Talk me through the outfit. Your own brand, the Weekend Defender.
Okay, not technically my own brand, but yes, Weekend Defender. So yes, part of the brand. They've been going for, I think it's 22, possibly come up to 23 years.
Okay, sick. So what's your background with them?
So, they, look, I think it's an obvious fit, sort of their demographic and a large part of mine. And we just thought, yeah, let's try a little collab and do a t-shirt. So we literally started the journey from there.
So what's upcoming? Projects, what's in the works in terms of brand, film, what can we digest?
So, I mean, also within the clothing brand, as well as being sort of the face and the ambassador and all of that good stuff, I have my own collection within it. So it's the Weekend Defender times Leo Gregory signature collection. So I've got a little drop ready to come very soon.
Okay. So peaceful here as well. Gorgeous. Okay, me and you are two Spurs fans. Quick fire questions, okay? Winning the Champions League or winning the Prem?
Footballing reasons, the Prem,
nice.
But I'm going to say the Champions League because that lot have never done it.
Yeah, come on the boys. Kane or Bale?
Bale's an absolute baller.
Yeah.
Bale carried the team.
Yeah.
But then so did Harry. I'll tell you what, I'll answer that question after the World Cup final.
Hey.
And you know what I'm saying.
Come on, England, please.
Come on, England. Please. Let's get there, let's get there.
Come on. Favourite memory with Spurs?
I'm getting when the FA Cup still meant something.
Yeah.
I'm getting a hint of a free kick outside the box. Spurs Arsenal semi-final, Wembley,
Yes, please.
Gaza.
Hey, vintage Spurs. What do you reckon's going to happen this year? You asked me the question who's going to win the Prem. What about you? Who do you reckon's going to take it home?
I mean, look, putting a football head on, sadly, you're going to have to say them or City again.
100%.
However, much like I said, let's see what Harry Kane does at the World Cup.
Yep.
Let's see what Enoch finally do this summer. We've started well. We're talking a further good game.
Yep.
If that talk comes to fruition and they really, really put their money where their mouth is, stranger things have happened.
That is very, very true. Final question.
Yes.
Okay. Any player, but they take you on a 1v1. Who are you beating? Who can you have in a 1v1?
Lee Dixon.
Lee Dixon, yeah?
Are we done, yeah?
Yeah, man, we're done.
Okay, sweet.
This has been KLEKT Faces and
Well, listen, lads, I'm not saying it hasn't been a pleasure.
yeah, but
But as they say in these parts, adios.
Leo's off to London. Stay tuned for part 2. This has been KLEKT Faces with Leo Gregory. And we'll see you next time. I think I'm going to go and jump in there now.